numbers, big numbers, 100-minute bag.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 51. Right. Mike 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. Crunch. 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 One time.
King off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready! 70, Indy.
On first down, Herbert. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
26 Mike.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now King. Off play action. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Man left. You got 4. You got 4.
Off the play fake. King. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
On first down, it's Hubbard, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Looking to throw. King flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
That's another Bears first down.
They come out here in the eye. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming for you.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On first down, it's Hubbard. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down now, it's Hubbard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. With it is Jackson. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Set, ready. Shoot the flag. 2. Hey, watch the line.
Here's King to throw on 2nd down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is King, operating from the gun. This is Miller, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's caught by Montgomery. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. King now, off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking to throw. King. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. King, off play action. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to find another down.
It's complete to Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, it's Hubbard, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now King. Off the bootleg, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were woke.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point good by Prater. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's get that ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Back to throw. King. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
16 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
45 Hey, wahoo! 45. Ready? Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Ready, go. Out, 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 out. 80 weapon.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch Twitch, watch Twitch.
Hey, zoom.
Watch Twitch. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Defense.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Let's go.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Herbert flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off-play action. Herbert. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Dancing to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. It's been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's King on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw is King on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
King now throwing on 4th down. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd down, it's Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Hey, Alpha.
15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Hey, I can't.
Hey.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
I go.
26 Mike.
Now.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Hey, let's go. Let's call me crowd. Got you, boy.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. King to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now King, off the play fake. Flush to his right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Bears, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay,